Hello everyone, welcome to my class. In the series of Java programming, today we will discuss how to write a simple Java program and what are the different issues involved in the simple Java program. What is the meaning of each and every line of a simple Java program? We will discuss in the today's class. Okay. So my name is Devashish Padhi. So let us start today's class. How to write a simple Java program and execute the Java program. So this is a simple Java program, and you know that Java is an object-oriented program. So if you want to write a Java program, then you must write one class for the Java program. Okay. So here I am writing class. This is the class name simple, and every class name starts with capital letter. So S is capital, and inside class there must be the main method. So this is the syntax of main method in the Java. We have already discussed the syntax of main method. Public static void main string args. Okay, string is the inbuilt class present in Java, so S must be capital. Okay, inside this main method I want to print hello Java. So for printing purpose in Java we are using system.out.println. System is also an inbuilt class present in Java, so S must be capital. Always remember, in Java every class name must be started with capital letter. So here simple is S is capital, string S is capital, system S is capital. These two are the inbuilt class present in Java, and this is the user defined class. User defined class means I am creating the class. Okay, so first save the program, save the file as simple.java. Always class name and file name must be same. Since class name is simple, file name must be simple, and the extension of Java program is .java. In C programming the extension is .c. In C++ programming the extension is .c++, CPP, and in Java the extension is .java. Since the class name is simple, file name is stored as simple.java. Then how to compile the Java program? To compile the Java program, there is one command is present, that is known as javac command. For compilation, javac command is there. So how to compile? Javac file name is simple.java. Javac file name .java. Javac file name is simple.java. If my program does not contain any error, then to execute the Java program, there is one command that is known as Java. For compilation, the command is javac. For run execute, the command is Java. Java file name. Since file name is simple, so here I am writing simple. So for compilation, javac simple.java. For execute, Java simple. If my program does not contain any error, the output is hello Java. Since here I am printing just hello Java, so the output is hello Java. So must remember, for compilation, javac file name .java. For execution, Java file name. So what is the compilation flow of the Java program? When we compile the Java program using javac tool, Java compiler converts the source code into bytecode. So whenever I will compile the program as javac simple.java, what happens? My compiler first convert the source code into bytecode formation. Okay, this is the source code. Source code means what the programmer is written. is known as my source code. So this Java source code simple.java is compiled by the help of Java C tool, and this code is converted to bytecode, and the extension of bytecode is always dot class. Okay, always the extension of bytecode is dot class. Okay, so this is simple.java compiled and formed simple.class file. Okay, the first source code is converted to bytecode. Okay, and after that the bytecode is given to the JVM, and JVM converts that .class file into .exe file. Okay, so what is the main work of JVM? I have already told you in the previous classes. The main work of JVM is it converts the .class file into .exe file. Okay, so simply I am telling, first the source code is converted to bytecode by the help of compiler, then the bytecode is converted to machine equivalent code by the help of JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Then let us see what is the meaning of each line. What is the class, what is the public, what is static, what is void, what is main. So let us start. What is the class? Now class is nothing but a keyword. It is a keyword present in Java, and it is generally used to declare a class. So class is a keyword used to declare a class in Java. What is public? We know that public is an SS specifier. In C++ we have already discussed that public is nothing but my SS specifier. But in Java there is no SS specifier is present. So public is called as SS modifier. Okay, and public is otherwise known as a keyword. So what is the work of a public? Public means anyone can access it or visible to all. Okay, then what is static? Static is also a keyword. So what is the work of static? We have already discussed in the previous classes. If we declare a method as static, then the advantage is that method is called without the help of object. Okay, since main method is called by JVM without the help of object, I am declaring main method as static. Okay, so here it is written as the core advantage of the static method is that there is no need to create an object to invoke the static method. Invoke means call the static method. Okay, there is no need to create the object. Always in C++ or Java, if I call one method, how to call the method? Now object name dot method name. But if I call the method without the help of object, then I must declare the method as static method. The main method is executed by the JVM, so it does not require to create an object to invoke the main method. So it saves the memory. Okay. Then what is void? We know that void is nothing but a return type. In C, C++, Java, void's meaning is return type. It means the method does not return any value. Main represents the starting point of the program. We know that main is always the starting point of the program in C program, C++ program, and also in Java program. What is the string ARGS? String ARGS is used for command line argument. We will learn in later. We will learn what is command line argument. But till now you remember main method always accept string type of argument. Okay, this is a class name and this is just a variable. Okay, you may write any type of variable. Then what is the system.out.println? This line is generally used to print something in the screen, in the console. Like in your printf statement in C program, cout in C++, system.out.println in Java. Printf is generally used for printing purpose in C programming. Cout is generally used for printing purpose in C++. Similarly, system.out.println is generally used for printing something on the console, on the monitor in Java program. So system is a class present in Java. So S must be capital. Out is the object of a printstream class, and println is the method of printstream class. Okay, we will learn about the internal working of system.out.println in the coming classes. So how to write a simple program? First you open the notepad. Okay, and write the program. Okay, so in this way you can write the Java program. Open the notepad and write the program. Then after writing the program, you must save the program as the class name is simple. So simple.java. After writing the Java program, open the command prompt. Okay, open the command prompt, and in the command prompt you type the command as java c simple.java for compilation and java simple for run. Okay, for execution. Okay, to compile and run the above program, go to your current directory first. Current directory means where you save the program, in D drive or E drive. Okay, then to compile the program, java c simple.java, to execute it, java simple. Then the thing is, by changing the sequence of modifier method prototype is not changed in Java. That means public static can be changed. That means you can write public static void main or you can write static public void main. I have already discussed in the previous classes. The subscript notation in Java array can be used after type, before the variable or after the variable. That means you can write string array symbol args, string args, string args. In any way you can write, no problem. You can also provide where support to the main method by passing 3 ellipses. We have already discussed string triple.args. This is nothing but my ellipsis operator. Okay, and fourth one is having a semicolon at the end of a class is optional in Java. Okay, this is not required for putting the semicolon at the end of the class. And this is the valid Java main method. You can write in any way. Public static void main string args, public static void main string args, public static void main string args. In any way you can write string triple.args. That is also correct. Static public void main string args. Public static final void you can write. We will discuss what is the meaning of final. Final public static void main you also can write. Final strict fp public static void main string args. All the things are correct in Java. But what is the meaning of final strict fp? We will discuss in the coming classes. In any way you can write the main method. But the simple thing is public static void main string args. What is the invalid Java main? If you can omit the static, if you can erase the static public, then there is error message. Public void main string args. Static is missing. Okay, so error will be occurred. Here public is missing, so error will be occurred. And this is not correct. You cannot change like this because always the returning type of main is void. You cannot write void static. Abstract main method cannot be declared as abstract. We will discuss why main method cannot be declared as abstract. But till now you must remember these are the invalid Java main methods. If there occurs a problem like displayed in the below figure, do you need setback? This DOS does not. Okay. If you see this type of error while compiling your Java program, Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command, then what is the problem here? Now the problem is you cannot set the class path. So first you set the class path, what I have already told you in the previous classes, then run the program. Okay. So this is all about your today's class. Thank you.